Hey guys, welcome back to Anderson's Garage. Today we're working on a 2014 Chevy Impala. The customer dropped it off yesterday and said that the battery light was coming on. That usually means the alternator's bad. He's already put a battery in it. We got Alex here with us. So the first thing we'll do is plug in the scan tool and we'll fire it up and find out what sort of voltage we're getting off the alternator. So we'll do that now, see what kind of weird noises we got. Before we start it, let's turn the key on and let's start a scan. I'm gonna put the window down and shut the door. So let's just do an automatic scan of the entire system. So we have one fault on the engine control module, and this has 61,189 miles. I would be shocked if the alternator was shot. Dang, we got some serious error codes here. Some diagnostic trouble codes. So far there's 5 of them. We'll let it finish its scan and then we'll start it and we'll check the output of the alternator. We can check it at the battery as well. All right, let's go to our report and see what we got. Engine control module, generator, terminal circuit, control module, power circuit, high voltage, control module, power circuit, low voltage, passenger presence module. So those are history. Current, we have generator L terminal circuit. Okay, so that's gonna relate directly to the alternator. We're gonna exit automatic scan. Let's go to engine control module and we'll fire it up, listen to it, and we'll also watch alternator output here. All right, let's see what we get out of it. I'll start it up. Glad I rolled the window down because it locked. It doesn't look like we're getting anything out of the alternator right now. There's the battery light just came on. Service charging system flashed on the dash. I don't know why I keep slamming that door like an idiot. We're just gonna connect our voltmeter here and see. Yeah, we've got no output from the alternator. Something's not right. All right, let's shut it down. We're gonna have Alex get started. He's gonna remove this cover over the engine. Yep, it should just pop up like that. Holy dog food. That's not good. Somebody's been storing their dog food in the garage with the car. And it makes me wonder if something has been chewed. Because, yeah, that's never a good sign. That's got to be mice. Mice or chipmunks, but I would suspect mice. That's not good. There's some dog food down here in the transmission.
That's a lot of dog food.
Yeah, we'll have to get the big vacuum set up, and we better vacuum all this out.
It's down up under here, too.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if they didn't chew through some wires somewhere. That might be why we don't have any output from the alternator. We're gonna have to check everything over really good. Let me take a picture of it to send to the customer too. Alex has got all the dog food vacuumed out of it, and we've gone over the harness everywhere. Normally when you see that much dog food or nuts or shells or something, you can pretty much guarantee that they've chewed through some wires somewhere, but I don't see any evidence where they've chewed. So, and we tested with the car running, we tested the output of the alternator and it's putting out nothing. So this alternator is really expensive. If it's the 150 amp alternator, it's like $200. If it's the 170 amp, it's like $303. So we can't get this wrong. We got to make sure that the part we replace is what's needed. So we're gonna go over it with a fine-tooth comb, and if we find one chunk of wire under the hood chewed, we won't rush to the alternator. With 61,000 miles on it, it'd be pretty disappointing if the alternator went bad, but it is a 2014, so it's hard to say for sure. You left, and then I went inside and took a nap for like 4 hours. And then woke up tired, like I was still tired when I went in. I haven't done that in quite a while, but Piper jumped up on the couch and I was like, I'm just gonna lay here for a minute. And then it was like 4 hours later. You text me, the turkeys kept waking me up in that cage. At one point I was dreaming and I dreamt that I was out here working, and then I was like, why do I still hear the dang turkeys? I'm outside now. And then I woke all the way up and I was like, oh, I'm not outside. I'm still on the couch. They were aggravating the balls out of me. Like they knew that I was trying to sleep or something. All right, we got to fetch this thing out of here. Let's see. We're not going to remove a bunch of stuff we don't have to. And there we go.
Nice.
Yeah.
That wasn't that bad.
So the bearings are a little bit wonky. Let's see what amp it is. 150 amps, so it's a cheaper one.
Good. idea.
It's weird it's got oil and stuff on it. That's not really normal. All right, so we got our new alternator. We're gonna attempt to install this, get the belt back on, fire it up, and see what we can find. So I think first, now I'm sniffling. That's all the pollen. There's pollen all over this car. Man, I would love to go get that Kubota.
That'd be cool.
That'd be a serious payday. Even if we had to take it apart and fix a seal or something somewhere, because they said it's leaking hydraulic fluid, but it could be just a line. We can have lines made cheap. That guy's probably got 600 messages coming in right now on the tractor.
Oh yeah, I bet.
And I believe it's a real ad. He's only got it listed in one place, and it's the only thing he's got listed. And he talks about like what's broken and stuff. So, all right, well, let's hit the key. All right, now before we had 11.6 at the battery. Let's see what we get now. I'll move that so you can see. So we should have 13.9 or something. 14.68, that's good. Alternator's kind of working a little bit harder because this battery was a little bit low. So that's the difference. You remember when we checked it and it was 11 something?
Yeah.
So when the alternator goes bad, you can run off of the battery until there's not enough juice left in the battery to sustain all the electrical stuff. Years ago, if this was like a point ignition system and you only needed the battery to fire the spark plugs, you might be able to drive for 2 or 3 hours on just the battery with your headlights and stuff off. But today, as you know, there's so many electronics, so many modules drawing juice that you don't get very far once that light comes on. So that's it, and thanks for watching.